On FM 104.3 WQAM. Sports Talk WQAM presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com to get started today. Dolphins improved to 3-7.
Woohoo!
Well, it does feel good. I hate
does.
that team. I hate that. You know what I like, though? I saw this Champ Kelly walking out of the I saw him walking out of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
No ball cap on his stupid suit. That's a start, Dan Day.
Hey, not to get too far ahead of ourselves. Next 3 games, Commanders without Jaden Daniels, the Saints, and a Pittsburgh team that looks awful.
Understand. They also played the Browns, and you had the same conversation. So
We've had this conversation
right.
before. Yes.
So it's not like
and the Panthers.
It's not like maybe they're looking at us and saying, maybe they're looking at the Dolphins and going, we got the Dolphins next week. We can get some get right.
I don't think we're allowed. Look,
the slump buster never realizes they're the slump buster.
Yep. We do have a Jets game in there, though. Man, nobody.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
Nobody showed up to that Jets game yesterday.
Who just beat the Browns?
Dude, what are you guys gonna do with this Dylan Gabriel? He's not very good.
So I've been called every name, kind of like you do. With when you're having conversations with stupid people, they aren't listening to what you're saying. They're hearing what you want to hear. And so what I said was, it's the coach's job to win, right? If he thinks Dylan Gabriel gives him the best chance to win, that's who he'll have in it. I said, I don't know why he's in there above Shedeur. I said, forget where they got drafted. Once you get drafted, it's about football after that. Anybody who thinks, oh, he's only playing because he's a third rounder and Shedeur is, again, stupid. Okay? Because guess what? In Seattle, Russell Wilson got drafted and they paid somebody $25 million and he never played a play.
Matt Flynn.
So it's about winning. And I wish people would understand that. So I'm guessing the coach staff thinks that Dylan Gabriel is better, which is saying a lot and not a lot, right? It's not saying a lot about your options, and it's saying a lot about who's behind him. Now, when we watch Shedeur, and I've said this to you since they were in college, I said, to me, I would go with Cam Ward because I've seen Cam Ward make on-time throws. Drop back, plant his foot, throw the ball, read the defense, boom, 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 boom. I haven't seen it as much with Shedeur. Maybe it's because I haven't seen as many games. Now, when I watch him in the preseason, what does everybody say? Oh, he's able to run around and make plays. Well, to a coach, yes, they want a quarterback who can make plays, but they also don't want you passing up plays that are there because you can't read the defense. I don't know how much of that is that. I don't know how much of it is he's not good, but that was my view based on what I had seen before then. Everybody's flipping out. Oh, this is what I mean about the Shedeur hate. All right, dude. Okay. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's not what I said.
But we can see coaches make stubborn decisions from time to time. I thought that happened last year with Terry Rozier. Like, I thought that Spo was playing Terry Rozier way too long, almost like he was trying to make something work out because you gave up so much for him.
Yeah, but the other thing is that sometimes coaches get in their mind, I know this guy can do it. I just need to coach him up, which is kind of contradicting what I'm saying when he's dealing with Khalil. Because soon as the first sign of disappointment, he rips him out.
Yep.
So maybe that is it. I don't know, but they're both, listen, one's drafted in the 3rd round, one's drafted in the 5th round. You know what that says to me? Both of them need development. So if you're going to jam them and force them both to have to play at this early in their career, you got another DTR situation from last year, Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Yep.
Right? Last year. He wasn't ready to play, but you threw him in there, and now I can't find him.
Did they have that running back? Was he hurt yesterday or something? What happened?
Who?
The dude who ran all over the Dolphins. Junkins.
Yeah.
He played yesterday?
Yeah.
So anyway, Dan Day, I don't know if I could chalk any of these up, dude. I mean,
yeah,
they lost to the Browns.
No, I just said those are the opponents ahead of us.
Hey, did
Once again, we're jumping to conclusions. I said, just look out. We got these teams ahead of us.
all right. Hey, how about the I'm surprised you didn't hit us with the sealer on up right away.
I'm very happy for him. It's been a tough year for him, and also they never sacked that quarterback, so I was happy that they were able to bring him down.
Ooh, he got him good too.
He
No
got him
slipping, no slip. He had the jaws of life
Because
around
it
him.
isn't like he did have like 2 of those stupid plays where he completely reverses field and you can't catch him.
Dude, there's nothing worse than seeing the quarterback reverse field back and forth and seeing the fat guys getting tired on both sides.
Yeah, I could
It's
see
just,
Zach
like,
Sealer like, oh
exhausted.
no, like he's running. He just, I almost had him. But, this kind of goes to my point that's annoying about Josh Allen is like the guy is the most unbreakable thing in the league, and yet we treat him like he's a little baby. Like Bradley Chubb, that was a great sack that he had him. He jumped on him like a pit bull on a pork chop. And then they're like taunting.
Right.
Kidding me? I would taunt too. It's impossible to tackle him.
No.
And you're like, he does a little dance, and they're like, oh, he kind of was over him a little bit too much. Yeah, because you have to climb a ladder to get over him when he's on the ground.
I mean, the craziest thing was it's like, hey, buddy, we're 2-7. Anytime something good happens, we're gonna celebrate.
Did you see that celebration in the locker room? Did you watch it yesterday?
No.
The Dolphins were surfing in towel carts after the game. Let me get this for you so you can see this. It was ridiculous behavior after winning. But I understand that.
But keep in mind, it's not that they won. It's that they beat that team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like they beat that team. Like, I'm more than sure if I was 1-7 or 1-8 and we beat Pittsburgh when I was playing.
The surfing in the towel carts. I've never seen that move. They were very happy. Very happy.
Hey.
They had some crazy stats during that game, too.
That's like more energy than they had during the game.
Yeah.
Like, where's all that energy?
I don't know. I love that Mike McDaniel always has to go on a stool, too, to speak to people.
I mean, hey, can he pull his pants down at least?
Nope, that's his look. Is it true that he went to Elbow Room? Is that a real picture? Because I can't believe the internet anymore.
Oh, he was driving.
Somebody caught a picture, alleged picture of Mike McDaniel driving by Elbow Room to rub the salt in Bills fans' wounds.
Oh, some jukebox said, Leroy, it's simple as this. It's like Fonz finally beating you. That ain't gonna happen.
D Pinzon says, surfing in towel carts is what you do when the Papa shot is gone. Fair point. He's right. He is. That is what you don't.
I saw some crazy penalties get called. Like, at what point are these officials going to say, you know what, let them play a little bit, right? Like that, let them have fun.
Oh,
like,
I couldn't believe they called taunting. I was like, are you kidding me? Like,
right.
What do you mean taunting? Like, first of all, he ran away from him skipping like a child.
He said that's an AI pick. I'm taking a master class in AI.
I wish it. Look, I don't know if it's AI or not. It probably is AI. It's a great picture.
Well, because wait, here's where you know. So first they take the picture of Mike McDaniel, right? And then he takes a picture with Mike McDaniel still in the same position, but now he's in the picture. Like, that can't be real.
I don't know.
Did he wait that long?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Well, if he was sitting there being like, if he was peacocking a little right by the beach.
It's funny because there was a lot of like kind of upsets yesterday.
Yeah, Saints beat the Panthers.
Saints beat the Panthers.
What'd you think of Tyler Shuck, Dan Day?
He's all right. Pretty good. I mean, it's still hard to tell. They're so young and, well, not young, but
so bad.
Early in his career, he's got such bad talent around. But
Olave's good, though. At least they have, like, there's a lot of teams that have terrible quarterbacks that have weapons around them, so it kind of hides it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns got nothing. They got no wide receiver. Judy can't separate from that wall.
He's cooked.
It's just, I don't know. He can catch, but he's never been the guy who, like, when you think of, oh, that guy gets open, never been that guy.
Steve says, I think he teabagged Allen. I don't think it was long enough for to qualify.
No, why isn't Allen even in the picture?
That's why he's dragging it all over him. And like I get it, but he kind of like he jumped on him like it was a jump tackle. I thought they were going to get him for like a high hit. I was like, oh, this is another ridiculous one. So I thought they were going to get him for hitting high, but he gets him down, and they were like taunting. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Get out of here.
Al Mackey said, I don't trust Leroy's assessment of anything tech related. Hitting the A gap, yeah. Deciphering AI, no chance.
I don't know if it's
I was
AI
just reading, Al Mackey. I didn't do it.
I don't know if it's AI or not. I'm really not sure.
That's what who said it? I just read it. Jukebox said it.
He Colt said it.
He Colt said it. He's in the AI, so I took his word for it. Go figure. Like, yeah, somebody says they're into that. I'm gonna take their word for it.
Crazy. But anyway, from my standpoint, I thought that it just happened because he jumped on Josh Allen, and that's where they were going to call it.
No,
but they called taunting, and I'm like, but he's far away. Like, you don't like.
Don't the guy have to be in the picture? Oh, he has to be facing somebody or in somebody's face.
Taunting is supposed to be in somebody's face. If he was pelvic thrusting over him, okay, too much. That's a swag penalty.
Yeah,
that's a swag penalty. That's too much. Bradley Chubb doing a sack and then doing his celebration far away from Josh Allen, that's the opposite of taunting. That's minding your business. He didn't do anything to him. Yeah. But again, it's Josh Allen. You have to protect him. You know, reminded me of remember when
he can protect himself.
Remember when Jalen Phillips was like just near Justin Herbert a couple of years ago, and they called that roughing the passer on him, and he was like, he was like, nope, roughing the passer. They protect.
No, but what happened to one quarterback? They laid it on the ground and they still called it.
Dude, speaking of quarterbacks getting protected, this Jackson Dart, did you see that hit that he took yesterday? A matter of time for him.
Well, like, it takes young guys a couple of times before they realize that I can't play like that.
They said they've tested him for concussions 4 times this season already. Jackson Dart.
Dude, that was a bad one. He got face planted. That was not great.
Oh, remember that? Was it 1 or 2? Was 1, 2, or 3 hip pumps? Remember he said, I get 3. I think he got fined $15,000.
I know. He did 0 yesterday, Rico Dowdle. He scored, and then he just was like, he just sat like this. And then he ran off.
Like, yeah, man. He said, no. It's 3 pumps, you get fined. 2 pumps, you don't get fined.
Dade South says, I think it's because he rubbed his chub all over Allen's face getting up. Where was he supposed to go? What is he?
Now, you know what?
I don't know. I don't understand this. So hold on.
You know why? You know why that didn't happen? Because there was no fighting.
That would have been a fight.
There would have been a fight. I'm telling you, dude, you don't know how, like, I'd rather be spit on,
don't you,
than a guy walking over me.
So if he jumps on you, like, what is he supposed to do? Roll this way? What is he supposed to do?
I don't know. It's like the things defensive guys have to do to make sure they don't rough the passer. Like, they'll hit him and they'll go. Like, I mean, or like, you put yourself in harm's way. If you run at a quarterback, he throws the ball, you got to go.
I'm just glad it wasn't a close game at that point, because if it was and that would have cost the Dolphins, I would have lost. I legitimately don't think I would have watched football anymore.
I think, you know what?
I might have written a letter.
There is nothing. There's nothing that was going to happen at the end of that game to put them back in it.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Say, Leroy, I thought spit was the highest level, Leroy. You said it. Yeah, but I got to tell you, I've seen more fights start off with the old junk rub over the top. Like the guy walking over top and then celebrating over you. That seems to get it going too.
I will say everybody in the trade rumors played really well yesterday. Everybody. There was Waddle rumors before the game. They were like, the Bills almost traded for him. And I was like, oh, dude, I couldn't have. If we would have gotten the news, like, bad enough that they would have traded Jalen, but if they would have traded him to the Bills.
Well, you can't be, can you honestly be picky at that point?
I think they said, didn't I see a report yesterday that the Cowboys put a poison pill in the Micah Parsons trade? Maybe this was a fake trade. I don't know. They put some kind of a clause in the Micah Parsons trade that he can't be traded to the Eagles. And I was like, that's real? You could do that?
Hey, How about
They're like, we're not going to
Wait.
get Giants.
I might be a little off on this, but it's pretty accurate. They when Wes Welker he wasn't franchised. He was what's the one underneath franchise?
I don't know.
Where transition. And when the New England Patriots offered him a contract, they put a stipulation in the contract that if he played over a certain amount of games in Florida in 1 year, that he would get a big bonus.
Oh.
And so that's why one of the reasons why the Dolphins didn't match it.
Yeah, this was Schefter. Schefter tweeted out yesterday. Just double check. It's not Schnarfner. ESPN sources: Micah Parsons' trade to the Packers included a poison pill that the Cowboys inserted to block a deal in the near future to the Eagles. So I'm assuming like there's probably like the next 3 years he can't be an Eagle or something like that.
No, that's not. What if they do it? Listen,
I don't know what the circumstances. I don't know.
Wait, 3-team trade?
I don't have the details. I just read that tweet yesterday. We were on the air on Game Day Uncensored when I read that. I was like, oh, that's a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
I think the Dolphins. It happened to the Dolphins with Wes Welker.
Tobin and Leroy here with you. To start off this hour, letting you know that the Miami Heat are offering fans value deals like $60 pizza deal, 4 pizzas, chips, waters, and a $40 hot dog deal for hot dogs, popcorn, and drinks. Grab-and-go stands at the 400 level. They also got $3 sodas, $8 beers, $3 snacks, and kids can enjoy a $15 Bernie meal with a hot dog or chicken nuggets, a souvenir cup, fruit snacks, and a silicone bracelet. For more information on food and beverage deals, visit CaseaCenter.com. The Heat announcing this weekend Vice Nights are back. The black Vice jerseys make their debut, I believe, Wednesday against the Cavaliers.
Which ones do you like the most?
Those are my favorite.
I like the white.
Those are my favorite. I like the black. I'm a fan of the black. It goes black, white, blue. Then we get a little froggy. Got a little froggy with the mixed. But I feel like Nike got greedy. That's what it was.
Well, I mean, they are the most popular jerseys.
They're the best. They are the best. So those will be back on
Black Vice looks
Wednesday.
like the uniforms the Dolphins wore. Or the Canes. Who wore the black that's supposed to be blue?
That was the Dolphins. The Dolphins.
So that's what the Vice. That's what.
But they did it first, and they did it better, and they didn't try and lie and tell us it was blue.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. They look like they put on Heat Vice jerseys.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. The Dolphins beat the Bills 30-13. Tua Tagovailoa, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. The arm punts. Arm punts. I tell you, I was I did you get a little mad the way the game started with the Alec Ingold false start and then calling timeout?
It wasn't a false start though.
Well, it was like a legal formation, or
no,
it was just
they
a bad
called
call?
it a false start. They ran the same play 3 other times. Like he was going in motion.
Somebody moved.
They said it was him.
I know.
Started his motion.
I thought it was offsides when they called it, and then it was Savai'i Naya. I was like, oh, it's gonna be on Savai'i Naya, but they called it first play.
He was going. He started motion, and they stopped the play. He said he was going in motion. Now, maybe he flinched before that. But first of all, we have a rule. Even if you start early, if you just keep shuffling sideways, it looks like motion. But if you're actually going backwards, because he wasn't going towards the line of scrimmage, he was going away from it. I don't understand how.
Well, then after that, then Mike McDaniel called timeout.
Because the clock, here, when they called it and they brought it back 5 yards, the clock started counting from 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait a minute, doesn't it go back to 25? So I said that beforehand. And then time ran out, and I'm like, whoa.
Then we ended with the arm punt. So it wasn't a great start. It wasn't smooth, but the defense held up. Great game by the defense.
Defense played well.
Defense balled out yesterday. Minka Fitzpatrick, probably his best game as a Dolphin. He played really great.
Brooks is all over the place. Oh, my goodness.
Man, Jordan Brooks. Like, I know, this has not been a good season. It's impossible not to root for Jordan Brooks.
That he is the one bright spot on that side of the ball. Wow, he threw it to a pass.
He really did. Like,
like who you like?
What a great punch!
Yeah.
Look, what a great. And by the way, you can see him. That must hurt.
Huh?
I think he got armed too. Because
when they miss, like they only show you when they hit. Somebody's punching that thing and they miss, and you get like a rib shot. I had to start wearing pants.
Maybe I missed it. Dan Day, did you see, because he said he was keeping receipts, did you see Jordan Poyer do anything yesterday for the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, he got a tackle or two in there. I saw him in there.
Oh my
saw him
goodness.
tackle the grass. He was left in the dust by Devon Achane.
Oh my goodness. That's brutal.
It's got to be, I mean, trying to catch him is just got to be like,
no, the problem is that the trying to catch him is not the problem. Trying to chase him knowing you're not going to catch him while trying to look good for TV is what is, it's like you see all the offensive linemen running on a pick six.
It should be just like a pitcher giving up a meatball. Be like, you know where this is going.
Right.
Just, you don't even look. You just give me the next ball. You know it's gone. It's 400 feet. I got no shot.
What
Yeesh.
went wrong? Why
What went
does
wrong?
something have to go wrong?
What went wrong? He's faster than everybody. What do you mean what went wrong? He's been doing this all year.
There it is. They're the worst team in Buffalo at rushing the football. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Jeez. Just leaving him in the dust.
I have never had a touchdown where I could slow down when I got to the 5. I was wide open. Look at this. Woo.
Patrick Paul knew. Got the hand up. Whew. That was something. Mike McDaniel. Michael. Nobody calls him that. Mike McDaniel. After the game, there was this was him on the Waddle and Achane rumors.
Yeah, I mean, I think our team's decision. Fortunately, I'm part of the team, and so I'm happy with our collective decision. But that's again, I think it's frustrating every trade deadline to me because I think there's like 30% of the information is reported realistically. Like that is very, very normal to have people check in if you have a losing record. That's pretty much the autopilot of the entire National Football League is you try to see if there's anybody willing to jump into let go of their best players. So, I think with our record at 2-7 at the time, 10 times out of 10, you're going to get calls on every player that you have that other teams want. So, I think the main thing is that, we were, I've never once thought about those dudes not as a Dolphin. And it's only healthy business not to turn your phone off. But I mean, I think it's pretty status quo. I wish they reported every person that was inquired about across the league, and it would dilute that as a headline.
Dan Day, what was the question?
I was talking about Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane trade rumors.
Okay.
It was cool. I yesterday people were trying to make fun of him. I was like, he answered the question, man. It's not that big of a deal. He said if they were more transparent.
Eventually.
Did you see? Was that the wide receiver coach doing the worm in the locker room?
I don't know who that guy was. He was in red, and everybody else is in uniform.
Well,
so.
it might be a coordinator. Usually, coordinators are wearing.
I think that's the wide receiver coach. He was. Look, I'm happy that they have a good moment, and honestly, look, they haven't beaten this team in I think 1,100 days. They haven't beaten the Bills. They had some crazy Bills stats yesterday against the AFC East. It was the largest deficit the Bills have had to the Dolphins, I think, since 2016.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's an insane stat.
I mean,
and then I think did they say it was their first first 2-score loss since 2018 to a division opponent?
It
was something like that. It was like
what makes it crazy is that you know what? All those stats they see too. So they're like, let's just go and get this dub down in Florida and do what we got to do. But yeah, man. Like I always, this could happen any week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you just have to keep, doing the things that, like, the one thing about football that is nerve-wracking is that nobody cares about the win on Sunday. They just look forward to the win next Sunday. And just fans own, like, it just keeps going. So you never, if you take one team for granted, it'll come back and get you. I remember we was 15-1. You know who our loss was to?
Falcons?
Worse. No, the Falcons, we lost in the playoff. That was our
did you guys lose
second
to the
loss.
Bucks?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Think about that. When they were terrible.
Not the good ones.
Not the good ones. Now, the Tampa Bay's always been good defensively. And every time, everybody who's played them say, hey, this is going to be tougher than you think. They are a very physical team. And guess what?
O-Town says, dude, we're 5 games behind 500. We're 4. Second of all, look, it's the Bills. Okay, if they did this against the Browns, which they lost to the Browns, but if they did this to, if they did this to the Saints, I would get it, like no celebration. But there is a satisfaction of seeing all those road fans come down here and they didn't even, it wasn't even a close win. They didn't eke it out. They throttled them and the Bills played terrible. It was great.
Now,
the only disappointing part right now is that the Patriots have a control over this division. I also hate them. So there are no good guys there. But look, if they're gonna go on a run here, I will say the one thing that looks like it may be starting to round the bases a little bit.
The young guys
in the defense. Like maybe there's something here. Maybe. Because Achane, he's been having this season. He's been amazing. Tua, he was fine. He was good yesterday. He had some really good throws.
punts.
And then it's but this offense has been carried by Devon Achane for the most part.
So get him open. That's
what?
In just the same way they did with Tyreek, the same thing. Find creative ways to move him around the field and get him some.
Line played good yesterday.
I tell you what also helps. I tell you what absolutely helps what they're doing. They go 2-back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put Achane in the slot. Because if you go 2-back, put Achane in the slot, and they come in nickel to cover Achane, treat him like a slot receiver, you run the football. If they come out and they go regular and put a linebacker over him, then you pass it. And so that advantage has created some difficulties for the defense. The thing that pisses me off, and I'm telling you now, preempted, pissed off, is that next week, Mike McDaniel's going to sit Tua like a statue in the back.
No, just don't do that. You can't do that.
That's what he did it the last time.
Do that.
When we were talking about how great it was to have the big offensive lineman, the extra offensive lineman, the 2 running backs to kind of create mismatches with Achane and some of the other guys.
Brunskill loves that role, the extra lineman. He loves doing it.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, ooh.
Come in the game.
I like every play they got announced. Such and such is ineligible for the a referee has to hate that.
Well,
no, he has to announce it. It's like checks and balances.
Right, but every play the referee has to be like, number 67 has reported as eligible. Next play, number 67 has reported as number 67. Oh, God.
We'll take a break. Back with more for this.